Hey, hi, hello guys, how are you? What's up? Uh, let everybody join in, then we'll start off, okay? How are you? How's everything going on? I'm good, bro, I'm good. How are you guys? How's everything going on? Okay, so I am like, how is your family as well? All good, bro, all good. Let's begin. So one trade actually I'm in actually is light INR. Okay, so this thing you guys can also start entering into it. Light INR looks really, see, after this drop, it is below this liquidity demand zones. I'm expecting this some amount of push to come in the US market because all the all the things are like now looking really good, bullish. So I'm expecting a little amount of bounce which is going to come in. So you can keep 70 rupees as an SL and look for a good long entry here. Okay, you can look for a good long entry here, and we can expect good price movement to come from this level. So I have already taken a position. It is still in my entry zone only. You guys can also take one position here as well. Okay, but like I have taken with like slightly higher leverage, but don't go with a higher leverage. Make sure that you are trading with a slightly lower leverage. That will be much better. So another trade which I am planning to enter is this one, Doge. Okay, Doge. I feel like this might start to dump also. Okay, there is a good probability that like Doge will start to dump little bit. So I am looking for a live scalp with you guys so that like you guys can see how I scalp and manage my position. So I'm taking an entry on Doge with a short. So this will be a scalp. So we can keep an SL close to 12 70. 12.70 is my SL. So I'm in getting in. So I'm taking little bigger size here because I'm trying to scalp only. Okay, so this is a like very high risk trade, but like we can see I'm in 12.7 is 70 is my SL Doge. Okay, so I'm looking for a short scalp maybe till here. That will be my target for this one. So you guys can also enter. Seen on Ethereum, Bitcoin, I am expecting to come down now. So there is good amount of liquidity is getting grabbed from Ethereum, Bitcoin, and everything. Doge is okay, min and starting to move. So you guys, I hope you guys took your entries as well. 12.70 is your uh, stop loss. 12.70. Okay, I'm taking one here also because the entire liquidity is getting stuck in Bitcoin, so which is also a good setup which I usually look for scalping. So I'm entering into Ethereum as well, Bitcoin as well. Okay, so let me enter, then we'll start. Okay, this is like all are like high probability, high risk trade. So if you don't want to enter into it, like totally fine. But just liquidity scalp this is what I have told you guys in the earlier times. So I'm just showing you guys a live execution. Okay, 95 85 93 733. So one to is close to correct. Okay, 1 2 hour I'm risking here. Okay, Bitcoin also in amount of liquidity tapping into the FAG is currently happening. I'm entering into there as well. You guys can also take an entry. These are all short scalp. Okay, so if you don't want to risk 2%, you can risk 1% and trade this as well. 291 768. Okay, so we have taken all these trades currently. Light as we are actually long. Rest of everything is short only. Light, it's already corrected a lot. That's why I have taken long position here. So rest of the things are grabbing good amount of liquidity. So I want to look for a good scalp. That's the reason why I'm entering. Let's say my capital is 10, we are risking 200 pairs. If continuously lose 10 trades, I'll lose 2000 rupees. Yeah, probably that. See, I have taken 2% as my risk and taken trades. If you want to reduce your risk, because these are like liquidity scalp, it might get triggered your stop loss also. Probabilities are high. So if you don't want that to happen, like take a risk with 0.5 hour also. When now I'm winning 5 trades, see, the reason why the winning are actually small because of the market volatility. Okay, so we are like limiting our like volatility to winning little lower risk because of this reasons only. But once the market like gets stabilized after Christmas, okay, once we have like once we have starting to see like good amount of like liquidity is getting coming back to the market, that is where like we will start to see good amount of momentum is kicking. How many of you are in on light INR? How many of you taken light INR? Anybody took light INR? Nobody took it. Light is moving lightning fast now. So let's see that. Uh, okay, in. Hope you guys are starting to be in profit. Okay. All these trades are like I've taken now only, Jeevan. You see, it's fine, but like it's already started to move, like so. So because of the volatility in the market, like I'm only looking for like good scalps. That's it. Like apart from that, like I'm not looking anything else. Like so, if the big moves are coming in, I want to just scalp out and get out. So let's see how these momentums are going to build up, and then we can capitalize on them or not. So let's see. Okay. So there are like some issues which is currently Bitcoin, Ethereum, everything is kind of like the liquidity is getting dried up because of the holiday seasons are coming in. So once that holiday season is like over, like that is where like we'll start to see good momentum should start to pick up. Okay, so usually what we see is like last week of like December is a place where we'll see like little liquidity issues. These all trade, bro. Ethereum short, Bitcoin short, like Doge short, and like light in a long. So these are my positions, which is like I've taken now. So let's see how this is like playing out. So let's see like how much the momentum is going to be coming in. So I'm expecting maybe till here. Okay, if we get like till here, that is more than enough for us. Okay, once we have this level, then decent amount of like two, almost like 1.5 to 2 hour will be given to us. That will be more than enough for us for these trades, because extreme volatility is coming in. So that is there. So we just want to make sure that okay, so extreme amount of volatility can be coming in. LTC. Okay, let me check LTC as well. LTC looks good for shorts, but like the problem is like the volume on this one is like kind of little low. So that's there. How many of you are in on like which? Can you guys tell me in the chat like which all trades you are in? Prasan, your how much was your leverage, bro? Light INR. In light INR, how much is your leverage you have taken? So I'm just like, see, basically liquidity sweep is happening. Like, see, so if you take in larger time frame, you can see here clearly all these zones are like had huge amount of liquidity. So the price is actually hunting liquidity now. So once the price usually hunts liquidity before US market opens, and then it will fall. Okay, that's what I'm looking also. 5x leverage. Okay, I'm not sure like why. Where is Prashan? I told you, Prashan, like don't take 15x leverage on a smaller capital. I told you clearly to told you to take like with like 3x or 5x leverage if you have a smaller capital. Then if your entry is not like correct, there is a good chance that like you will be getting liquidated. I've told this multiple times, you guys, like my capital is higher, I will be able to manage this liquidation positions and all. But like when it comes to smaller capital, I've told you guys to stick with 3x or 4x 5x leverage on like other coins apart from Ethereum, Bitcoin and Dogecoins. So that is like, I don't know how many times I told you guys, but like make sure that you guys are following that. Otherwise, it becomes very hard. So today, like I'm not following. See, my main supply trades are always like supply and demand. But today, like I am not finding anything very interesting. So there is equal highs which was here, and then there is like this FUG was here. So grab plus FUG tab usually what's actually setups which works before US opening, like when we start to see like good amount of liquidity is getting grabbed on either direction, that's where, like we'll start to see like good amount of momentums to come in. So usually when that happens, that is the place where like we'll see like uh good amount of jumps which will be coming in. So let's wait for that. Okay, that is the place where like usually we'll start to see good amount of momentum. ETH SL is 291,767. 291,767 is what is your SL. See, like if any capital less than 1 lakh, you should make sure that like your altcoin trade should be traded with 3x or 5x as your max leverage. It should not be going more than that. But any other trades can be taken with like 25x or like depending upon your stop losses. So if your stop loss is like that, like you can go ahead and take it, no issues. But like when it comes to altcoins, the chance of like you liquidating is going to be very high. So I am only taking a 40k risk in this side. So even if my position get liquidated, like maximum I'll lose is that. BTC SL is 85,93,771. Okay, BTC SL is 85,93,771 is my SL. Solana Dogecoin SL is 12.70. Okay, 12.70 is my SL. Probably I will only trade till tomorrow. Like maybe today I'll see how the price movement is going to happen. Then maybe we'll take a break. Okay, we'll take a break from trading for the next 1 week or so. At that time, maybe like you guys can focus on option selling, because like option selling is going to be very much peaceful during that period, because like a lot of things will be much more stable, because there won't be a huge amount of momentums or anything will be coming in that time, so that will be fine for you guys to trade during that period. So that's the beat INR. No bro, like beat INR is like running on something. It's huge amount of momentum is coming in that one currently. So I wanted to look for shorting opportunity, but like if you see here, whenever you're looking okay, so whenever you are looking for opportunities, what you need to see like is, so you see this like long wicks which is forming here, that is actually signs of demand only. In the sense demand, in the sense like there is huge amount of buying is happening in those particulars, like this all these things are like showing you guys like big amount of like demand, like there are people who are interested in buying huge amount of quantities. So that is one reason why there is like a lot of build up is happening and all those things. So I personally, when I see those kind of like handles, I don't like go into trading trades. Okay, so I'll see demand and supply is very simple. Like you need like the last leg, the place where like your initial move is starting to happen, that becomes your demand and supply. And like that is weak. There is like there is what you need to identify is whether it is having a strong impulse or like weak impulse is what you need to see. Okay, the strong impulse is what is going to generate you big trades. Okay, so big trades in the sense like what you need to see is like whether it is like causing you a structure break, like similar to this one. So and like always trade in larger time frame. So you can see here the price rejected from massively from here. Then there was like this structure break which has happened. Then price came up to the supply. That is where I have taken the short. From here, like you will see like good amount of like negative signs are happening from here. That is how you take demand and supply. So other things when you need to see is like whether it is weak or strong supply or demand is basically identifying potential zones where like whether it is having strong or weak demand. So that strong and weak demand is only identified using something known as impulse. Okay, impulse is basically whether it is like you are having a huge strong momentum is coming or not. So if you are seeing huge strong momentum like this is the place where like you will start to see good amount of supply. So if you remember like last week we shorted here, but that didn't work out well because of market being like didn't have liquidity here. Okay, there was no momentum, like there was no big players were like initially happening here. That is the reason why we couldn't get that move from there. So usually when we started to see big, you identify the last leg of like place where like huge amount of liquidity is coming in. That is the place where like we will be looking for long and short opportunity. Once we have like identified those places, it becomes easier for us to take trades there. Okay, so once we identify those positions, like it becomes easy for you to take trades. uh, how many of you are in on all the trades? Like which all trades you guys are in, like XRP? Sure. XRP didn't yet grab this liquidity, bro. That is the reason why I have not taken. It might fall from here, but I have no confirmation it will be falling from here. So that is the reason why I have not taken anything. So, and if you usually what I look at like there is something known as ATR. Okay, so I usually follow ATR levels also. Like when I see ATR cool down, that is a place where like we will start to see big amount of moves are coming in. So I am expecting big moves to come in. So this liquidity might be a sign of like this big move which is might be coming in. But in case there is no movement is coming on downside, either direction we can expect big moves. Okay. Either direction we'll start to see like big moves. I'm expecting good moves to come in today or tomorrow. Okay, so that is like what I'm expecting, but like I'm not sure which direction the move is going to come in because of like lack of liquidity in the market because of like all the Christmas and like New Year timing. Okay, so when it comes to that, like usually that's what like I look into trades. So ETR cooling down is always a sign that like we'll start to see like big amount of moves is going to come into the market. So usually when we spot that like that is a place like, but actually today I'm not able to predict the direction because only reason is like I'm not able to identify the direction is there is no uh, there is not good price movement is actually there is no good price movement is happening. Oh, FEG zones. I was checking in larger time frame. Which FEG, da? What time frame you guys are looking at? I'm talking about the supply which is here. See, I want to see like at least this equal high to be at least swept. Then if it was start falling, I would have taken 30-minute FEG. This FEG. This was already tested, no? See, like if it is like if Ethereum and all those things will be starting to fall, then definitely we'll start to see XRP also going to come down only. So, but like I'm not like sure like which one. So I don't want to get like too much exposure also. That's the reason why I'm only sticking with this three. Maybe like I feel like Solana also might be doing something. See, Solana also like taken this liquidity. Okay, but we'll stick to these three. Like, don't get too much exposure because like market is like doing weird things. Like, so if today like we don't get like any moves, probably I'll be like stopping for the new year, and then maybe we'll restart the trading only after we'll trade properly.